Okay, this is from Matthew 16. I'm going to read verses 24 to 27. It's pretty short, but this has definitely been my favorite verses. I called them my life verses, since like 6th grade. So, here you go. Then Jesus said to his disciples, "If anyone wants to come with me, he must deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me. For whoever wants to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life because of me will find it. What will it benefit a man if he gains the whole world, yet loses his life? Or what will a man give in exchange for his life? For the Son of Man is going to come with his angels in the glory of his Father, and then he will reward each of you according to what he has done."
Good morning. Welcome to Matt, and the Rosedale Roustabouts. Today we've got a special interview. Hans in a hat with a mustache went all the way down to Kentucky to interview the winner of the RBC 15-second challenge bracket challenge.
No,
It wasn't the bracket challenge. It was the regular challenge. The winner of the challenge. Yes, sorry, the winner of the challenge. And I don't know if any of you, while you've been home, have you watched the Michael Jordan documentary that just got put out? There's some there's some good stuff there, but that has nothing on the sports interviews that we put out here at Matt and the Rosedale Roustabouts in the form of an interview with the champion of the RBC 50-second challenge by Hans in a hat with a mustache. Take it away.
You know, I couldn't care less about sports or competition. I'm just happy if Wesley's happy.
I just knew he was a winner, and he was usually a neat kid. As you can see, he could drink water pretty fast, so I'm glad he won that competition. He was getting the publicity he deserves, but I'm sorry to say, I don't know why you're here. I'm not really related to him.
with a mustache.
Surprise! It's Hans in a hat with a mustache.
Well, man, I'm just glad to have you here, man. I never thought I'd have the opportunity to do a show with Hans in a hat with a mustache, nonetheless. But, like, I'm just so glad and happy I could just do this thing with you, man. Like, I don't even know how to say it. Just thanks so much thank you so much for this opportunity, man. Like, I don't even know, man. Thanks so much.
Yes, well, thank you for winning. If you hadn't won, I couldn't have interviewed you. So there's that.
That's very true. And I like to think of myself as a real winner, and like I'm just the best one out there. Like I'm just glad I can be here, man. Like I don't know, I'm just glad I can be here.
Yes, on that note, you won this. Have you won other things before?
Have I won other things, man? Like I do. I'm like a winner at heart. Like I win all sorts of things. Like I can't even like I don't know, man. Like do I win? Like that's a really good question. Like did I win other things? Like that's even a better question. Like I don't know, man. Like the thing is, like I some of these things I just can't talk about. Like I don't want to be like getting people down too much because they haven't won as much as me. Like I don't want to do that to them. Like I'm gonna keep it secret or like more secret so they don't feel bad about themselves. Like just I don't want to hurt other people by being a winner. Like I don't know.
Don't let the left hand know what the right hand is winning.
Yeah, I live by that. Like that's what I do with my whole life. Like I'm the best winner out there, but I can't let anybody else know because otherwise that'd be winning too much. Like I don't know, man.
Yeah. So do you have a word of advice for people who didn't win and would like to win in the future?
And if y'all want to win, you just gotta win. Like it's the way you gotta do it. You just gotta win. Like it's just something inside of you, man. If you're gonna win, you're gonna win, and you're gonna win because you're gonna win. Like winners are winners, and winners win. Like that's all I can say, man. Like if you're gonna win, you gotta win. Like man.
So if you're competing at the time that normally you would say, all right, enough of this, I'm going to lose. Don't do that.
Yes.
Win.
That's right. Oh, that's just how it is. Like even if you think you're gonna lose, just know, man, I'm gonna win, and then you're gonna win. Like it's just what's how it happens. Like I don't know, man. It's just something else.
What's your advice to those who want to drink water really fast, but right now they drink it slow? Well, what would you say to those people?
You know what I think about water? Like water is life. Like water is water, and life is life. And like if you drink water, you're gonna live. If you don't drink water, you're gonna die. Just water is really important to me. Like inside and outside and up and down the middle, all around, everywhere. Water's just everything. Like it's the best. Like I don't know, man. I love it. Oh man, if you all want to be able to drink water like I do, like you just gotta practice and drink a lot of water. Like water is really important to me, man. I don't know what I'd do without it. Like if I could have a whole like ocean of water, like water, like man. That'd be great. Water's like...
It wouldn't be great. It would dehydrate you and you would die. And all the animals that depend on that ocean to live would also die. It would be a mass extinction event. Is that what you want?
No, that's not what I mean at all. Like I wouldn't want the water. I wouldn't want the water to be here. I do want the water to be like there, like let the animals live in it still and live their happy little lives like animals be living in the water. Like man, they want the water inside you. Like I don't want to take that from them and be selfish and take it here, but like, man, if I could have that much water, that'd be great, but I wouldn't want to just kill all those little sweet little cuddly animal creatures in the ocean. Like, I don't know, man. Like, they deserve some water too, but like, I also love water. Like, it's just something about me, man.
Yeah, it's a zero-sum game between Wesley Voth and all the animals of the ocean. Who will have the water? It's hard to know. How much do you think you could drink at that same speed? How fast, how quickly could you go before you would slow down or perish?
That's a really good question, Mr. Hans in a hat with a mustache. Like, how many bottles of water could I drink without going that fast? Like, that's just really important to me. Like, in 30 seconds? Oh man, in 30 seconds we doubled the time. Like, I think I could do twice the amount of water. The only problem is, like, whenever you get too much water in you, your stomach's going to start hurting. And, like, man, you don't want that to happen because then your stomach's going to hurt. Like, you don't want to get too much water in you, but also you want to win because winning's important. Like, it's the best thing. Like, you got to win. But, like, water's also really important. You got to love it. Like, water's water and winning's winning, and winning is water, water's winning. Like, oh, man. If I could probably do about 6 bottles of water, maybe 7. Like, at that same speed in 30 seconds. But it's a dangerous game. Like, if you drink too much water too quickly, it can actually kill you, man. You just gotta know how to do it and how not to mess up. Like, man, it's a risky game out there.
Yes. So, going back to something you said water is winning. Now, is that because you think of a territorial war for dominance of the Earth's surface between land and water? Because in that sense, certainly water is winning, right? Is that what you... Could you elaborate on that point somewhat?
That's a really interesting question right there. Like, is the land and water in really against a battle against each other? Like, man, am I part of this battle? Is there a battle at all? Like, man, is the water going to win? Is the land going to win? Are we with the water? Are we with the land? Like, what are we even going to do? Like, I don't know. Are the pirates with the water and everybody else is with the land? Or are we siding with the mermaids and the fish? Like, man, water is water and winning is winning. And the earth and the water, like, who knows, man? It's really important. Like, we shouldn't just, like, get lit off the whim, like, in the back of our head. We should probably keep that in the front of us and keep on talking about it. We need to bring that stuff to light. Like, I don't know, man. We just got to keep talking about it and talking about it. Bring it into the media. Don't let it get flushed out by all this false stuff. We got to just keep, like, oh, man, it's, like, really important to me. We got to bring up this whole water and land thing. Like, I don't know, man. It's just really important. We don't want to, like, ruin the whole world because we don't talk about it. We just got to talk about it. Like, it's important to me. We got to talk about it.
That's right. Well, I appreciate the work you're doing to bring awareness to the dangers of the Earth-Sea war and the fact that the sea is winning. So going back to your water drinking talent, do you have any other talents? And if so, what are they?
Man, like, when I was little, man, I had this great talent. I still have this talent, but I don't use it quite as much. Like, man, I was the best animal noise maker in the whole country. Like, maybe not the whole country, but I've never tested it. Like, man, I was just like, that was one of my talents, man. I could make almost any animal noise. If you asked me to make an animal noise, I'd make it. Like, I'd go around and ask people, hey, tell me an animal, I'll make its noise. Sometimes they'd tell me an animal noise that I didn't know, and then I just had to make it up. Or else I told them, man, I don't think I can make that one. I just admitted defeat. Like, sometimes you have to lose because you don't know how to win. Like, even though winning's important, you just got to do what's best for you and for the other people around. Like, man, I played this game called Zoo Tycoon. I played it with a lot of animals. You put them in their cages, and you take care of them, and they make their animal noises. Like, man, it's just the animals. Like, you gotta love them, and then you gotta be like them. Like, you respect the animals respect you, man. Like,
yeah,
I don't know what we do without animals.
So, what's the most difficult animal impression?
I appreciate your bravery in asking that question, man. Like, man, Hans in a hat with a mustache, you're just like one of the best reporters I ever seen. But, like, man, if you really want to know, I can tell you all about, like, animal noises and what the best ones to make. Like, animal noises are like my life, man. Like, I don't know. When I was little, they'd say, hey, make a fish noise, and then I could never make a fish noise. And I still haven't figured out how to be a fish noise, but, like, I'm still working on it. Like, I'm still working, like, putting the work in, the grind never stops.
If you had to make a fish noise, if, for instance, an enterprising reporter said, make me a fish noise, young man, what kind of a noise would you make? Would it be something more like, I'm a fish? Or would it be more like, bah, bah, fish? What do you think?
That's a really good question, because, what are fish and how are they fish? Like, do they make these noises, or do we make the noises for them? Like, did we hear them first? Or, like, I don't know, do the big ones make little noise and the little ones make big noises, or the big ones make big noise and the little ones make little noises? Like, do the little fish go, boop, 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 or the big fish go, rah, rah, rah? Like, I don't know, man. Like, sometimes you just got to ask these questions and think, man, what do fish actually think about? Like, do they dream, or do, like, they talk to each other? Do they understand each other? Are they just screaming into the unknown abyss and just screaming constantly, but no one can understand them, so they're just fish screaming and everything? Like, I don't know, man.
Do you think that fish have air drinking contests?
That's a really good question. Like, it's something I haven't really thought about, but I just thought about it just now. I think I have an answer just for you. Like, man, have you ever been at the lake and you just see these fish jumping out of the water? Like, they're jumping out of the water.
I have seen
And
that.
whenever they're not in the water, they're in the air, right? Like,
Yes.
obviously the air's got to be going in them because the water's not in them anymore because they're in the air, and like the water's in the water and the air's in the air. So if they're going in the air, then they're obviously drinking the air. Like, I don't know, man. Like, the air and the fish, like, I'd say if they're jumping out of the water, they're drinking the air, and that's really important to me. Like, I think that's something we should be focusing on. Like, man, I think the fish do that. Like, I might have a brother from another mother, one might say, except he'd be a fish. Like, I don't know, man. Like, sometimes you just gotta think about that. Like, man.
Well, how do your parents feel about your successes?
Man, if my dad was here, he'd say, son, you're the best son I've ever had, and I'm just so glad you've accomplished so much. Like, man. If my mom was here, you know what she'd say? She'd be like, Wesley, I don't know about all this water drinking stuff, but, like, it's really going to get you places if you keep it up. So I'm support you in that, even though I don't know about if it's really the best way to go, but it looks like you're taking you a good way to go. So, like, man, just keep on going.
Do your parents love you most because you can drink water at a tremendous speed?
My siblings, they've all drank water almost as long as I have. They all drink water. Like, it's something really important to me and my family is we all drink water. We drink it consistently, like every day, and more than once a day, actually. We all drink water. It's just something we do. Man, water's water, and water's water. Like, man, water drinking. Man, my siblings, they drink water, but they don't drink water. They drink water, but they don't drink water. I drink water, and they drink water. Like, man, I'd say if they wanted to, they could be as good as I am. But the thing is, they just haven't put in the work. The grind never stops, man. Like, fish are fish, and water's water. And if you keep going, man, you're going to be the best water drinker out there. Like, man, I'd like to say all my fans out there, I don't know if you're listening right now, but if you are, man, I just keep going, man. Like, don't let it get to you. Some people are going to say water drink is not for you. But if you're a real water drinker, you're going to know it. And water drinking's for you. Just, like, keep doing it, man. I believe in you. And this is Wesley Voth, and I approve of my message I'm saying. Like, man, keep it up. Sorry about that Hans in the hat with the mustache. But that was just, it was just in my heart.
Yes, tremendous. Oh, goodness. Oh.
Hans in the mustache. Oh, never mind. You're back. My bad.
Yes, that was horrifying. So in closing, what would you say to someone who's inspired by your performance, but they've never drunk water before, and they would like to start drinking water? What would you say to that person?
Hans in a hat with a mustache. That's something I think about a lot when I think about all these people supporting me. Like, man, what if someone's never drank water before and they're just like, they don't have any water anywhere and they just haven't drunk it? Like, man, like, I don't know what I tell them, but I tell them, man, you just need to drink water. And you just need to drink it and drink it. But don't start out like I do. It takes a long time to get here, man. Like, drinking water this fast is like something I do. It's a passion of mine. But, like, everybody's got to start somewhere. Some people just need to start small at first. Drink a little bit of water and get used to it. And then go bigger, more water. And just keep drinking water, man. If you never had water, you just need to try it. Like, man, don't let other people tell you can't drink water, because that's wrong. And, like, you can. Like, I believe in you because you can drink water. Like, man.
Can you replicate your feat on camera?
I don't know about my feet, man, but, like, I could probably drink a bottle of water for you.
Oh, yes. That's precisely what we'd like to see.
I actually keep a bottle of water in my pocket here at all times. I got it right here. I can try and use this one for you. It's a little hard to do with one hand, but I think I can manage it. Like, you all just keep me in your prayers and just keep thinking about me and cheer me on. It's really important to be really calm when you do this. Look the water right in that ice mountain. Like, see that ice mountain? Look it right in the ice mountain. Just need to be calm. Mm. Ho, ho.
Oh,
Thank you, Hans in the Hat.
yes, just doing what I can to help.
Thank you, sir. But here it goes. Whether life or death, starvation or plenty, water or no water. Here it goes.
Oh, yes!
See, you see, kids, if you're watching that right now, you see that bottle. That's what you can do. And don't let anybody tell you can't do it.
All right, thank you so much. That's all the time we have for this evening. But we are grateful to you, sir. Once again, you've won.
You know, Hans in the Hat, I'm just so glad I can be here on the show with you. Like, it's just a lifelong goal of mine. I've always wanted to be part of this show. And to talk to you in person, Hans in the Hat with a mustache, it's just something that I never expected I'd get to be. And, like, you're just a brother to me, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I appreciate you a lot, man. I just really hope the best for you. Have a wonderful day, man. Like, man, I'm just glad I could be here.
Welcome back. Thank you, Hans in a hat with a mustache, and Wesley for that. Well, first of all, Wesley for that wonderful performance in the 15-second challenge. You were amazing. You were amazing. If only we could all be, as cool as you are. I mean, I guess that's my takeaway from the interview. So, a couple of announcements. First of all, tomorrow at lunch, Hans is going to be hosting another lunch table with Hans. Not Hans in a hat with a mustache, but just regular Hans. Try not to be disappointed when you just see it's him. And then tomorrow evening, there's a special thing that's being hosted. We're having a Sunday evening worship service thing on a Wednesday evening. And how is it going to work? Who knows? How does anything work virtually? But that's happening. Tomorrow evening, the link is on the Facebook page. Go there, click on it, and tomorrow evening, Vera is going to be sharing. There's going to be, anyway, there's some stuff planned. Be there. It'd be great to see you. And other than that, stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you guys. One last joke to end on. What do you get when you cross? Oh, I blew it. Do you remember what it was? I have to go back to my shoot.
The old Hans makes a face from the first.
Oh, here we go. Okay, here it is. What do you get when you combine a rhetorical question with a joke? And with that, I sign off.